For me, respect is a given until you've earned disrespect. For me, empathy is a given until you earn the lack of empathy. I respect a Trump voter. I have empathy for a Trump voter until they have earned themselves a status otherwise. I have respect and empathy and sympathy for the homeless, for the war veteran, for the war protester. All fine. People stand for what they believe in, stand for what they believe in. But when they turn on what they believed in, um, you lose my respect, you lose my empathy, you lose my sympathy. Let's listen to this guy.
All right, I hate asking for help. I'm not asking for any handouts, but I'm a small business owner that is directly being affected by the 104% tariff that has been put on China.
Now, at my age, everyone looks young. Hell, when I'm walking around, I see a major or a colonel or a first sergeant. From my 60-year-old perspective, they look young. Uh, when I was a buck sergeant in the Army, they all looked old. It's all relative. This guy looks young to me. And because I am so old, I'm 60, he looks to be 18. And he had my respect and empathy being somewhere around 18-year-old. He didn't remember the first 4 years of Trump. He didn't really understand what Trump was saying in the 4 years between his terms in office. He had my natural given respect and empathy. He's about to lose it.
Um, I import alloy wheels for cars, and I do somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 15 containers a year, which is a small business in regards to this industry. At 104%, I am absolutely going to implode and will not last 6 months.
Now, just seeing the face, I'm thinking somewhere between 18 and 22. I'm thinking that is very impressive. He started his own business. Sounds a lot much more successful than when I was a teenager and mowed lawns. I never sold lemonade, but yeah, he's actually dug in and started a business, and so he's got my respect. Even though he didn't vote the way I voted. Um, I understand if you're as young as you look, you don't really know what you're doing. When I was 18, I didn't know what I was doing when I voted for Ronald Wilson Reagan. Yeah, okay. Empathy. He's done the math, and with these tariff wars, his business that he's worked hard on, he's predicting will implode within 6 months. That sucks. It sucks for you. It sucks for your business. Um, I really have pity for that. I have sympathy for that, based on how old you look.
So, with that said, I'm asking, is there anybody out there that has connections with manufacturing facilities, specifically alloy wheels, either in the United States or outside in these lesser tariffed countries like Mexico, Indonesia, Thailand, India? I need to find another source. I've emailed a lot of these companies and cannot get a response. And I just don't know if it's because I'm a small business or what exactly it is. So if anybody's out there that can help or shed some light, maybe provide some information that would be helpful, I would really greatly appreciate it, because if not, it's just a small business here that's going to go under, and I'll be back to digging ditches again.
Now I'm really impressed. I mowed lawns in my teens. He dug ditches. Judging on his apparent 18 to 22-year-old age, I don't know how long he's been in business, but even more respect. Before he went into business for himself, doing something I know nothing. I know nothing about metal alloy wheels. Is this a car thing? I don't know. I'm ignorant, so that makes him smart. Respect. He did more manual labor as a teen than I did. He dug ditches. I mowed lawns. Respect. And it looks like his small business is going out of business. Empathy, sympathy, and respect that he's politely asking not for handouts, but for other ways to keep going. Uh, Do you know any other sources besides 104% tariffed Chinese products that I import?
Business here that's going to go under, and I'll be back to digging ditches again, which I'm not scared to do, but it's a little harder to do with a wife, 2 kids, and at 45 years old. So
45, wife, 2 kids. Wait a minute. 45, that means bring up the fingers. You're 41 when Trump left office. You're 37 when Trump got into office the first time. And you voted for him the second time? You just lost all empathy and respect. Get to digging ditches, bitch.
which I'm not scared to do, but it's a little harder to do with a wife, 2 kids, and at 45 years old. So let me know if you guys have any suggestions. It's very much appreciated. Thank you.
My suggestion is get a shovel. Make sure the shovel is made in the USA because it's going to be pretty expensive if made anywhere else. Oh, look, he's back. Why are you back, slow learner? Oh, because your butt hurt that someone opined on your last video. Let's see.
I love this for you. I love this. Nice. I love this for you. I love to see you fail. I love to see your family be affected and hurt.
Whoa there, crybaby. You didn't say anything about your family. We presume that you're so smart that you started your own business, that your wife is also very smart and she's going to be doing fine. Or is she in the import business too? I don't know. They didn't say anything about your family. You took it that way, or you chose to take it that way because you a pussy.
Because you voted for Trump. Yeah, I voted for Trump. Absolutely. Did I know he was going to increase the tariffs? Yes, I did.
You knew he was going to do the tariffs. You knew what he did the first 4 years. You knew what he said in the in-between 4 years. And the poster didn't say anything about this being because you voted for Trump. We can probably assume that's it. You knew, you voted, you're hurting, you brought it on yourself.
However, I thought that the infrastructure would be set up prior.
You thought the infrastructure would be set up prior? Read my lips. Oh, you can't see my lips. Listen closely. I'm going to quote somebody. On day one. That's a horrible Trump impersonation, but those are Trump's words. He's going to do it on day one. He was a little late, but the infrastructure thing, he dropped the ball on that. His first 4 years, he dropped the ball. He'd say infrastructure week. He never did anything for the infrastructure, although he complained about it the entire 4 fucking years. You were 37. You were old enough to pay attention. You were probably starting your business, and you really thought the infrastructure was going to be in place first. Well, Biden came along and he made it an entire infrastructure administration. And infrastructure is slow, but along comes Trump as a candidate again, and he says he's going to do this shit on day one. And you're in business, you're aware of your surroundings, you're aware on the day that you voted the second time for the guy with the long track record that the infrastructure is not in place for him to do the tariffs on day one. Bitch, pull up your big boy pants and start digging.
Small business to come back to America and manufacture in America. So to wish ill on someone and to love the fact that they're suffering, to love the fact that their family is being negatively affected because I didn't vote the same way that you did is fucked up. It really is.
Wishing ill will on others is fucked up. I can't argue that point. But with a 4-year track record and 4 more years of talking shit about it, 4 years of preparing Project 2025, which he told you he was going to do, which we warned you he was going to do, which Kamala Harris warned you he was going to do. While Kamala Harris was running on a platform of build, Trump was running on a platform of isolate. And yeah, it's pretty fucked up to wish ill will on others. like those nice people that came and helped us build. We call them immigrants. Your fucktarded president is wishing ill will on the immigrants and his base that hasn't woken up yet. Are you waking up? Are you waking up to the ill will that your side of the aisle is wishing upon human beings? We are presuming that you're an intelligent man, you created a business, that your wife is equally intelligent, your family will be fine unless you drop your big boy pants and just cry about it. Yeah, grow the fuck up.
It shouldn't matter. Anyone that enters my life, I'm going to judge you of who you are, how you are as a human being. Are you kind? Are you polite? Are you sincere? That's how I judge you, not who you voted for. I've got far left-leaning friends. I got far right-leaning friends. It doesn't matter to me.
I'm not saying you're racist, but it sounds like a lot like the racists who say, how can I be racist? I have a black friend. I have a Hispanic friend. I have an Asian friend. I'm not saying you're a racist, but I have far left friends. I have far right friends. I have friends in the middle. I have moderate friends, whatever. We don't care. Like me, you're living a large part of your life on the internet, and you welcome, intentionally or mindlessly, you welcome comments like rolling on the floor laughing icons. I love this for you. Yeah. What? Get over it. People are going to comment. I'll bet I have a lot of right-leaning friends. I have a lot of Trumpanzee friends. I'm going to guarantee you that I will get some negative commentary on my comments. I'm not going to bitch about it.
Like you based on who you are. But to see someone hurt and their business fail and their family be affected because they didn't vote the way you did, it's fucked up. I'm sorry, a lot of you are fucked up. I'm sorry. We should all care about each other regardless of who we voted for. I'm sorry. I hope you guys can be better people. Good luck.
We are better people. We care that people get due process before being shipped off to a maximum security prison in a third world country it's run by a dictator who says he can't ship them back because Trump's paying him for it. We care about those people. Are some of them criminals and terrorists and thugs and gang members? I'm sure it's quite possible that some of them are. None of them got due process, and we're already aware that we have protected immigrants sent without due process. Lifelong sentence, no visitation, no humanitarian visitation for Trump paying. We know a guy he was thought to be MS-13 because he had a tattoo for autism awareness. Don't sit there behind your fucking camera and tell me that we're not better people. We are better people. We do care about small businesses. We do care about the economy that Trump is fucking up. We saw it coming, and we presume that the 18 to 22-year-olds didn't really understand. I believed in triple-down economics when I was 18. That shit didn't work. You're in your 40s. You were well into your 30s when all this started coming undone. You voted for Trump knowing that he was going to do exactly what he's doing. We don't wish you ill will. We wish that you actually learn from your mistake. Because in 2028, there's going to be two candidates running for president. Who are you going to vote for? I hope you pay attention and listen and learn your lesson from digging ditches. In fact, I'm going to suggest don't dig a ditch. Dig a hole down through the earth into China so you can get your imports for free. Otherwise, stop your bladassing, stop your crybaying, learn from your mistake. You didn't learn in 2016 when he ran for a year and a half, stupidly. You didn't learn for the 4 years that he did similar fucked up shit, not quite as fucked up. And you didn't learn from the 4 years of him talking shit that he was going to fuck things up even worse. I don't wish you ill will. I presume because you're a smart man who can create a business, maybe you learned some other business other than dig ditching. See, I can't even talk right. Ditch digging. We presume that an intelligent woman married you and she'll be over to bring home the bacon, assuming you're not one of these red pill guys to think the women should stay home and make sandwiches. Right, Todd? um, we wish you well. We also realize that what you're going through, you brought on yourself. We who did not vote for Trump, we voted for the other woman. We tried to save you from it. You outvoted us. You got out in more numbers and you did your thing, and we are all paying for it. Every single American citizen, resident, legal and illegal, is paying for it. And anyone over the age of, I'm going to say 28, they knew better. They knew better if they were paying attention, and you knew better because you said by your own words, I knew it was going to do the tariffs. I'm in business, but I didn't think the infrastructure. Learn your lesson. Learn it well. Do better.